Hello there, and welcome to the Sierra Lutheran News Network. I'm Brandon Hall, and I'm currently dressed up like a Jehovah's Witness. And now, the weather with Brandon Hall.
It is a very windy day here in Lake Tahoe, as you can see. However, we are finally glad that it's fall, because it's finally cooling down. Back to you in the studio, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon. Speaking of fall, this Saturday is Fall Bash. It's going to be from 5 to 9, and there's going to be a basketball, volleyball, and dodgeball tournament along with the bounce house. Tickets for Fall Bash and the Fall Dance are going to be sold at lunch only starting today. Team signups for the tournaments are going to be on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and guest forms are due on Wednesday. Pie the Teacher is also going to be at Fall Bash, so make sure throughout the week that you put money into the jar of the teacher you want to get pied the most. The top two will get pied at Fall Bash at around 7 to 7:30, and raffle tickets for which student gets to pie the teacher will be sold by the freshmen at Fall Bash. Even if you're not going to be in the tournaments, make sure you show up. It's going to be lots of fun, and it's only $3. Over to you, Brandon, with sports.
There's a lot happening in sports this week, starting with cross country on Thursday, going to the South Tahoe Retro Relays at 4. Also, volleyball and football are heading down to Mineral County on Friday. If you want to cheer them on, volleyball is going to be starting at 4 and football is going to be starting at 7. On Saturday, we got some volleyball for you before Fall Bash, so be sure to cheer on your Falcons at 1 o'clock p.m. as they face off against Sierra Sage. Be there or be square. Back to you in the studio, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon. And now over to our Jehovah's Witness, Brandon, at the door.
Have I told you about my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? The verse of the day comes from Romans 12, verse 2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good and pleasing and perfect will. Back to you in the studio, Brandon.
Thanks, Jehovah's Witness, Brandon. Now, over to Brandon doing the dishes.
Back to you in the studio, Brandon. Now back to Brandon, petting his cat. Now back to you in the studio, Brandon. Thanks, Brandon. Have a good week, Falcons.
No! You do not get a raise. Do not backtalk to me.